He carried no romantic fantasies, no fairy tale beliefs, no naive optimism. Niccolò Machiavelli, the thinker who showed kings how to maintain power and taught rivals how to instill fear, left behind a truth so stark, so unsettling, that most men will never have the courage to face it. What if everything you've been taught about what women desire is fundamentally wrong? What if the real answer was buried inside a 500-year-old manuscript written by the most ruthless political strategist in history? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear may completely reshape the way you interpret every relationship you've ever experienced. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is the place where we dive into the deeper psychology of human behavior, the kind of insights that rarely get spoken out loud. Today's topic sits right at the crossroads of philosophy, evolutionary psychology, and the cold, unfiltered observations of Niccolò Machiavelli. We're going to explore what Machiavelli truly believed about female nature, why modern psychology quietly supports many of his conclusions, and most importantly, what all of this means for you as a man navigating attraction, influence, and relationships in the modern world. This is not about resentment toward women. This is not about manipulation. This is about awareness. Because you cannot transform what you refuse to confront. Let's begin. Part 1. Who was Machiavelli? And why should you listen? Most people associate Machiavelli with one book, The Prince. Written in 1513, it was a brutally honest manual on political power. Machiavelli did not write what people wished to hear. He wrote what actually worked. He observed rulers rise and collapse. He examined human nature the way a surgeon studies anatomy, without sentiment, without bias, without the comfort of illusion. And here's what separated Machiavelli from every self-help author, every relationship coach, and every philosopher who came before him. He never asked, "What should people be?" He asked, "What are people really?" That distinction changes everything, because most men enter relationships carrying a version of a woman that exists only inside their imagination. They project loyalty, unwavering consistency, deep emotional permanence. And then they're shocked when reality refuses to align with the fantasy. Machiavelli would look at that man and say, "You failed before the game even started. You never studied the terrain." He believed that misunderstanding human nature, and especially female nature, was one of the most dangerous strategic mistakes a man could make. So what did he truly believe? Let's go deeper. Part 2. Machiavelli's core observation, the nature of desire. Machiavelli made a foundational observation about people. They are attracted to strength and repelled by weakness. This was not a moral claim. It was an observation like gravity. You don't have to approve of it. It remains true regardless. In The Prince, he wrote, "Men are so simple and so subject to present necessities that he who seeks to deceive will always find someone who will allow himself to be deceived." Now apply that to attraction. Centuries before evolutionary psychologists introduced the term hypergamy, Machiavelli understood that women are instinctively drawn toward men who project power, certainty, and status. Not because women are shallow, but because at a biological level, these traits signal the ability to lead, protect, and provide. Here is the harsh truth most men resist. A woman's attraction is not primarily driven by how intensely you love her. It is driven by how deeply she respects you. Love without respect does not sustain desire. It becomes pity, and pity never maintains attraction. Machiavelli saw this dynamic repeatedly in royal courts. The ruler who begged for loyalty received contempt. The ruler who commanded respect received devotion. sometimes even from those who feared him. This is the distinction he made between being loved and being feared. He argued that it is safer to be feared than loved because love is conditional, while respect is structural. Respect is built into how you carry yourself day after day. Modern psychology, interestingly, echoes this idea. Part 3. What modern psychology confirms. David Buss, an evolutionary psychologist at the University of Texas at Austin, conducted one of the largest cross-cultural studies on human mate preferences, spanning 37 cultures across 6 continents. The results were consistent. Across cultures, women tend to prioritize ambition, resource acquisition, and social dominance in long-term partners. These patterns are not random. They are deeply rooted. Over hundreds of thousands of years, the female brain evolved to value traits associated with protection, provision, and leadership, because those traits increase the likelihood of offspring survival. This does not make women opportunistic. It makes the